Her lies were beautiful enough to believe, until they weren't. I always believed in truth. Not in the cold, hard kind that we slap around in black and white, but rather one that tiptoes through our days. Tiny truths that glue our relationships together. Secrets that make you feel safe. I'd thought I'd found it in her. Her name was Lila. I met her one rainy night at a mutual friend's party, and she had that thing. That sizzle. Everything else just disappeared. The drizzle outside your coat. The chill under which you tried to disappear. She smiled as if she had long suspected the world's secrets and finally decided that I could be trusted with a few of them. We were slow, as all good stories are. Coffee dates and long walks, endless conversations about books and movies and the between. But from the start, I noticed a pattern. Lila's stories always glowed in some way, and they sparkled with a kind of glamour that made ordinary things seem special. She talked about her previous relationships like it was dialogue from some movie, detailed her travels as though she had strolled inside a painting, described what she wanted in life with such clarity that I couldn't see how it could be false. I'll cop to it. I was seduced by how pretty her words were. I didn't want to doubt her. I wanted to believe in every meticulously concocted story. Every giggle, every deep sigh, every longing look she darted my way went even further toward helping me swallow the tale she was spinning for herself. She wasn't exactly lying, in the crass sense. Well, I didn't think she was. She was the author of her own mythology, and I was an eager listener. For months, everything felt perfect. Our love was a cascade of highs interrupted by moments that sounded whispers of eternity. But as they always do, cracks started to appear. Little things to start. A contradiction in one story about where she'd been with a family member, an excuse that was too fishy when I asked why she couldn't catch up with another friend, the way her phone would light up and she'd snatch it away quickly like there was nothing going on. I should have noticed sooner. I should have recognized the patterns, the tiny little fibs she stitched into the fabric of her own story. But there's something irresistible about someone who lies well. When we're being deceived beautifully enough, you talk yourself into believing it isn't really lying at all, that this is only artful storytelling, the kind of puffery that makes life more interesting. And then there was the night that upended everything. I'd been out of town on a work trip, and when I got back, I found a note on the kitchen counter. Not a text, not a message, but an actual note she'd written in her own handwriting. It went, "I can no longer pretend. I'm sorry." My heart stopped. I wasn't prepared for an apology. I didn't even know what it was about. I called her right away, but she didn't pick up. I tried again. Voicemail. Panic began to creep in. I hurried immediately to our apartment, afraid of the worst. The door was unlocked. Inside, the apartment was too quiet, too still. And then I saw it. Her phone, one of the retreaters left carelessly sitting out on the counter, buzzing nonstop. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. Messages, photos, plans. Not the life we had built, but an entirely different one. She was fucking someone else for months, telling him stories when she wasn't in the middle of spinning stories to me. Her lies were not innocent ones. They required planning and maintenance, and existed to keep us both tethered to her. I spent hours there in the reading room, reading and rereading, trying to comprehend how someone could be so painfully orderly in deceit, so horribly charming in betrayal. But here was my revelation, that the worst part of it wasn't her lie, or even that she had loved someone else. What hurt me more than anything, to be honest, was that I had wanted to believe in her. Every doubt, every excuse, every hesitation and judgment I'd given to her. I let her lies dazzle me. Confronting her felt surreal. She didn't deny it. In her place, she talked about love, confusion, and mistakes. But her words, which had once been a warm embrace, now rang hollow, rehearsed, like lines in a script that she wanted me to act out. The chemistry, the charisma, the magnetism, it had all been an act. In the months that followed, I floundered for an explanation. Therapy, long walks alone, journaling, anything that might help me untangle the knotted cord of trust and desire I had allowed to become so dangerously entwined. I had this realization. The magic of a lie often isn't in the lie itself, it's our willingness to believe it. Beautiful were Lila's lies, so I wanted to believe it. Eventually, I let her go. Not with anger, not on the attack, but in silent acceptance. The wound festered for a long time, but it eventually healed over to become a scar, reminding me of the perils of blind faith in charm. And I knew that truth, however plain or cruel, is so much more filling than the loveliest fiction. Lila moved on, and so did I. But I watched her life unfold online, grinning, glamorous, unburdened by the chaos she left in her wake. And I moved on, too, with the lesson that some people are storytellers first, partners second. That there are times when love is not strong enough to lay bare the veil of deception. Now, whenever I do meet someone new, I love the heat of stories, the pillows of shared memories, and the flame of human connections. But I've learned to listen less for the charm of words than for the continuities and the hard graces behind them. Beautiful lies possible, but truth, no matter how harsh, is only thing worthy of believing. Because finally, it's not the lies that break you down, it's your own damn belief in them.